And our last bit of action comes from the Elephant and Castle in London. And we're going to start with a look at Phil Soundy in action against Trevor Small. Soundy from Benfleet in Essex, Small from Solihull up in the West Midlands. Referee for this one, Ken Curtis. Phil Soundy in the red trunks. And Trevor Small, managed and trained by the former British welter and middleweight champion Wally Swift. And Trevor Small made a very good start in this one, doubling the jab, pumping it into Soundy's face, and Phil didn't have a response to that at all. Soundy a pro since October of 1989 and could boast a record of this: 17 wins, 3 losses in 20 fights. And 2 of those losses coming on cuts. Or should I say one of those losses coming on cuts. He was outpointed by Steve Yoreth and Tony Booth, genuinely, but he lost to Gus Mendes on a cut. And I must admit, he did look out of sorts here, but it was the best performance I've seen Trevor Small turn in in his short professional career. He could boast 4 wins and a draw in 5 outings, the one draw with Albert Call up there in the northeast. And the common opponent between them was that Art Stacey from Leeds, beaten by Phil Soundy in his last fight in September of last year. And Soundy had been off, he had knee surgery, was out of action for some 11 months coming into this one. And Trevor Small had beaten Stacey twice, both times at the Midland Sporting Club, and was his last opponent too. Small, a former Midlands area heavyweight champion as an amateur, beaten in 3 rounds by Scott Welsh, who's going great guns as a heavyweight these days. And basically the pattern of this fight was set right from the first bell. It was scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. So it's the first, and Phil Soundy in command right from the outset. Sorry, my apologies. Trevor Small in command from the outset. And Phil Soundy starting to look a bit lumpy underneath both eyes, but inactivity can do that to you. Your skin not used to taking the punches after 11 months, and you tend to mark up. So this was round 4. Phil Soundy had always been very game. Likes to go forward and make the fight. And had his moments. But Trevor Small was boxing very well to instruction by Wally Swift in the corner. And I must admit, Trevor Small showing a variety of punch in this match with Phil Soundy that I've not seen of him before. the slightly extra reach of Trevor Small's really paying dividends. Moving smartly as well when Soundy threatens. In this round, though, Phil Soundy managed to bloody the Midlander's nose. You'd have thought that Soundy's chin and that left hand of Trevor Small were connected by a piece of elastic. And it's one of the most sickening punches to take as a boxer, to just get regularly thumped by a ramrod jab. And in many cases, of course, it can be a fight winner. And although Terry Lawless, who manages Phil Soundy, claimed that he was out of sorts going into this fight and that layoff can't have done him much good, it shouldn't diminish the achievement of Small. Once again, good round there for Trevor. And this was on the undercard of the Lloyd Hunnigan match with Steve Goodwin, which we've got coming up after this. And there's the Soundy corner. Obviously a bit concerned there.
10 seconds.
Had a little bit of trouble motivating Phil and getting him to try and snap out of this apparent lethargy. But obviously he'd had his problems. Into the fifth. The biggest problem that Phil Soundy faced, of course, was Trevor Small in such a fired-up fashion. And Small showing just what the basics can achieve. Phil Soundy chasing forward. Small, though, retaining his composure. And suddenly Soundy backed into the corner. And quite a bit of blood coming from Small's nose and mouth. right hand there from Small. Couple more to follow, just glancing blows though. And Trevor Small, full of confidence, knowing that these punches are hurting Phil Soundy. And a cut appearing there on the left cheek of Soundy. Wasn't a bad one, but trickled away. And this was a nice barrage of shots from Small. He's shown the best form of his short professional career so far. Don't forget 4 wins and a draw in 5 outings coming into this one. And this was fight number 21 for Phil Soundy. Good uppercut there from Trevor. And Soundy using his experience there just to cling and let his head clear.
Ten seconds.
So the 6th and final round coming up then. And Phil Soundy done no better on my card anyway than share one of the previous 5. Looked like Trevor Small only had to stay on his feet to pick up a decision here. But he wanted more than that and felt that 5th round had softened Soundy up sufficiently to look for a finish. Which he of course did with rather dramatic consequences. And the expression there on Soundy's face after taking that right hand said it all, really. Very subtle. You've got to know what you're looking for those sides. And then suddenly a jab followed by a left hook from Small, and down Soundy went. On his back, he wasn't unconscious, but certainly quite badly hurt by that. And although it wasn't the best hook off the jab I've ever seen, it was certainly well executed and very, very effective there by Small. There's old Charlie Payne, Boxing Border Control Inspector, just keeping a watchful eye on Soundy. And that's it. The left jab just pushed his head back, and the left hook crashed against his chin. The referee Curtis stopped it without taking up the count, and that would officially be recorded as a technical count-out. So the best performance so far then of the brief career of the Midlander, Trevor Small. And an out of sorts Phil Soundy might just be reflecting on this. Got some work to do to get his form back. Watch that again. Sets him up the left hand, then the left hook. And that was a heavy fall by Soundy.
Of round 6, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner on a technical knockout, Trevor Small.
So Trevor Small and a technical counter, Mike, not a technical knockout. And that's a new rule brought in by the board. So good performance there by Small.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to show your appreciations for a very good loser indeed, please.
Yep, game as ever, Phil Soundy, but wasn't to be his night. Yeah, we've got the Lloyd Hannigan fight for you to come. I hope you'll stay with us.